Welcome back for another day of building. Today we're going to be doing bag number 10 for the Lego Pac-Man arcade game set. In the previous video, this is what we got accomplished, the computer screen for the video game. There are some moving parts in here, but the gears to make it move have not been installed yet, and that's what's going to be in this bag of parts right here. So let's get going with bag number 10. These three pins that are sticking up. So push this one down, push this one down, and this one. Oh, that's why. I can feel it with my hand underneath here. So I can see why it told me to raise up the assembly, because when I push those pins through, these stick through the bottom. So this is going to be obviously where our gears connect into to get the mechanism to turn. I'm going to leave this flipped over for now. Okay, gear time. All right. So this goes over top of this piece. A gear goes over top of the brown piece here, and then this goes over top of this piece. Everything's just kind of all over the place right now. I'm sure it's going to all link together in a minute, but right now it's a bunch of individual pieces. All right, now this has got to go in the right spot, because it really can only go here because there's pins through everything else. And then this goes right there. So these two gears are now linked. And what about this guy? Looks like it's here. And this one's over here. Intricate gear assembly. That goes on here. That has to line up with there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and push this in because that is right. This is right, and for some reason this, well, there we go. Well, that was a little more challenging than I was hoping for. Push those pins in with another brick here. Make sure everything's nice and flush. Okay, so now this drive shaft, I guess, is now completely connected to these two gears, and there's a gear underneath. And I can already see, you might not be able to see it, these two white pins here are turning. Oh, actually these 4 pins are turning. And these ones. Oh, so it looks, everything should be connected now. Exciting, exciting, exciting. I like these parts. These parts, it sits over top of the ball joint and allows it for a little bit of freedom in every direction. So that's going to join this set of gears with this assembly here. So now that's all connected together. I'll get the Pac-Man, get 2 more Pac-Man tiles here. And looks like they go here. So these must be the extra lives. Another set of cherries will go there. Now I got to flip this over, which can be interesting because the gears on the back. And this all goes down here. So I'm just kind of holding it so the gears don't touch. Okay, well that was bag number 10. We got some of the gears put on the back. Let's show the back again. So here's all the gears that were put in. I can turn this with my hand and you can see that is all moving now. Now, what does that look like on the front? Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, I gotta look. I'm trying to look at it myself here. So we got Pac-Man going around. We got a couple ghosts traveling around. We have a ghost in the middle just kind of waiting to get out. That is awesome. I'm surprised the set didn't come with a motorized gearbox. I suppose I could always install one, like a battery pack. Right now I'm just turning it with my hand, because I could watch this all day. That is so awesome. Now, of course it'd be better if the ghosts themselves were able to maintain their same orientation instead of flipping upside down, but you know, willing to compromise just to have this motion. That is really cool. Oh, I love that. All right, parts bag number 11. We got 2 bags here. We've got our screen that we did in bag numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10. And We're going to put some more pieces on here, and then we're going to install in here. Let's just get right into building. I'm going to move this off camera first. And actually this is going to be moved off as well. And I'm going to do a small sub-assembly. So let's just get right into it. Okay, the moment of truth. We get to put this back in the case. So, how's this going to go here? Should... Okay. I can't see what I'm doing here. I'll flip it around here in a minute. Alright, if you can see in here, it's going to be a little bit difficult because I can't see what I'm doing. Way back in the earlier builds, there's these red rods sticking out of the assembly. And now we got these red hooks, and the red hooks have to connect into the red rods. Now I'm going to have to do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure I get everything lined up properly. That went in okay. That one went in okay. Now the top looks like it's not wanting to jive. How come? Why is the top not wanting to go? Haha! Okay. Well, you know how I say I make mistakes all the time. Well, here's a mistake. I don't know why I took my glasses off for that. So I can't get this to sit onto the red pins. And I'm like, why won't this go? And there's something right in here that's in the way. Right there. And now that I look in the instruction manual, I assembled this cross piece incorrectly. And it's preventing this from sitting down. Now, I think this is an easy fix. Is it an easy fix? But to fix it, I need to take... Oh no, how am I going to do this? Actually, it's an easy fix. It's just one part. I should be able to just pop this part off like that. And it goes on top. That was an easy fix. Okay, so now that I've moved that over, this should now, yep, now they sit, and I can do it this way. I think they just popped in there. Yep. So now we're connected. Red pin down here, red pin. This is now firmly in here, and in the process of putting that in, the gears all lined up. The gears that we installed with the crank handle here, without even having to do anything, that's now all connected. So I mean, I'll show it later in the video, but now if I crank the handle, look at that motion. Oh, it's so... I'm going to be showing that several times because it's just so cool. But we still got a lot of parts left to put in here, so let's keep going. Okay, we're done. Bag number 11. Here's a shot of the back. Tilt it up a little bit so you can see. Where's the crank handle? So you can see the gear mechanism work down below. It's actually remarkably simple. I envisioned a much more complicated assembly, but this is quite simple. This is like one drive shaft and one crankshaft. So as interesting as the back is, here's where the money shot is. So here's our computer screen now finished and put inside the case. We got our Pac-Man and our ghosts. And when I crank the handle on the side here, look at that motion. We got 3 ghosts moving around. We got Pac-Man moving around. And then we got 1 ghost in the middle just kind of going back and forth. And look how smooth this runs. And quickly too. I mean, if I go really quick, this really zips around. Looks like the middle ghosts travel faster than the one down below. I just want to keep watching this. I love it. So we're almost there. Believe it or not, there are still 3 numbered bags worth of parts left. We've got 12, 13, and 14. So there's actually still quite a bit of construction left to go in here. There will eventually be something, a little mini assembly that sits in here. But for now, I think this is where we're going to end it. Right now, this scoring assembly that we put up at the top here, trying to rotate it. You can see it rotating there. This isn't connected to anything, so because this gear is exposed on the outside, maybe this is meant to just be turned with the finger. But who knows, it might get connected to something later. We're not even finished yet, and I love this set already. I mean, it's hard for me to ever find something really wrong with a Lego set that I buy, but there are some sets that have small flaws in it. But this, I mean, oh, I love it. It's about as excited as my voice gets. Thanks very much for watching this part of the build, and we'll see you next week.